my channel. Today's video is going to be a video that I've seen traveling around YouTube for the past few months, and it is the YouTube made me buy it tag. I think it's a tag or it's just a video, but I've seen this quite a bit and I thought, why not let's go through all my makeup and figure out what actually YouTube made me buy. And it's quite a lot. Maybe about a third or something of my makeup, or maybe a fourth, but it's quite a lot of products. Like, it just all fits on this area where I do my makeup. And I removed the mirror that I usually have on here. So yeah. So let's just dive straight into this video, because I don't want this to be super long that it will go on forever. I might try and do this in brands, and then if I can remember who I was watching who made me buy this, I will let you guys know. But so let's get straight into it. I'm going to start with the primer. There's only one here, that's this. And this is the Nivea Post-Men Shaving Balm. Now, I was watching Kathleen Light's video where she did a comparison, and I also watched Jaclyn Hill where she started using this, and I think I bought this after I saw Jaclyn Hill's video. And yeah, I know Nikki Tutorials started the whole thing, but I don't really watch many of her videos. I do subscribe, but I don't watch them. But I watched Jaclyn's video on this, I think it was, and she loved it, so I went out and bought it. And then a few weeks later I saw Kathleen Light's video, and I hadn't actually used this yet. I had bought it but I hadn't used it yet. So I watched that video and she did the comparison and I loved it. So I started using this straight away, and yeah, I don't regret buying this at all. It was like $8 and it is 100 mils, where most primers are $50, $60 and they're like 30 mils. So I love this. I got this actually on sale, so because I wasn't 100% sure if it was going to work, so I waited for it to be on sale before I went to go buy it, and I loved it. It's like normally like $12, $13. Still even cheap for that. Let's go on to, I might try and see what I have here that only has like one or two products, and we'll get those out of the way. And so the next one is Milani, and this is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Now, I had to track this sucker down because I saw Lauren Curtis using it, and Lauren Curtis is an Australian YouTuber, so I thought, Milani, you can get that here in Australia, but no. I had to go on to Beauty Bay or Beauty Joint or something and get a shipment. So I thought, while I get the one, I might as well get 4 others. So I got the other ones, but this is the only one that YouTube really made me buy, and I love it. It's a nice pinky, peachy colour, and it's quite shimmery also. It goes with so many different makeup looks, and I don't regret buying that at all. I don't use it quite a bit anymore, but when I first got it, it was one of the only blushes that I actually had, and I loved it. So I used it all the time. And then I started using some of the others, and I didn't exactly like them as much. Now, from the balm I have 2 things. The first one is the Balm's Mary Luminizer Highlight, and I love this one. I actually can't remember who I was watching when I decided that I would go get this. It was quite popular all over YouTube a couple years ago, and I've had it for quite a while, and I've like only just made a dent in it, and I use it quite a bit. I use it as eyeshadow, highlight, and I love this thing. It's amazing, and it's quite sleek, and it's very highly pigmented, and I love it. And I think I even bought one of these for my mum. That's how much I love it. It's amazing, and I can't fault it. And then the next balm product is the Balm's Bahama Mama Bronzer. And this is just a really dark bronzing powder. when I first bought it, I started using it as a contour because I thought, oh, it's perfect for a contour. It's deep and dark, but it's also got a bit of an orange tinge to it, so it didn't really go that well as a bronzer, as a contour. And then it's a tad too dark for my skin, so I regret buying that. I was watching quite a few different YouTubers at the time. I've had it for like 3 years now. But I was watching quite a few YouTubers at the time and they loved this bronzer. I do have to keep you in mind that I'm quite fair myself, and a lot of these YouTubers, they self-tan and everything, so it's perfect for them but not so perfect for little pale me. So I do regret buying it, but I have actually put it into my freelance makeup kit, so for those darker people that I do freelance makeup on, that is perfect for them. Okay, next one is another bronzer, and it is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. Years and years ago, this was a cult favourite on YouTube. It still kind of is a cult favourite. It's my absolute favourite bronzing powder still, and I even have a backup of it, and yeah, I've only just made a dent in it, and I love this powder. Cannot get enough of it. I am wearing it today. As you can see, there's like a slight contour. It makes the perfect contour shadows and it's amazing, and I love Benefit totally, but it's the only Benefit product that I saw someone on YouTube using it, and I decided to get it. I think it was quite a few different YouTubers that I was watching. I think Jaclyn Hill at the time, ShanXO, I have no clue, like so many. And that's a cult favourite of mine. It's still a cult favourite on YouTube till this day. Next we go for Becca. Now I love Becca. Now these are two of their shimmering skin perfectors. I'll start with Moonstone. So now I don't think I saw a lot of people wearing Moonstone, but it's the whole shimmering skin perfectors that everyone and their mum talked about on YouTube. And this and Opal were the two that I saw everyone using. Now Opal's a bit darker, so for me it didn't suit, but Moonstone is the perfect shade for me, and I love these Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, love them to death. And actually I only love this one. I love this Shimmering Skin Perfector. I love the pigmentation, it's so pigmented. And then recently Jaclyn Hill came out with hers. Now because I love Jaclyn Hill and I love all of what she promotes, like all the products she loves, I tend to love too, except for the ones that make her dry skin look more dewy because I'm oily. But so this Champagne Pop, when she brought it out when Becca came to Australia, or when Sephora came to Australia, I decided to give it a go. But if you swatch the two of them on the back of your hand, I don't know if you can see that, Champagne Pop is a tad gold and a tad bit darker than Moonstone, and Moonstone is like the perfect shade for me, whereas Champagne Pop, it's a tad too dark. You can always just use it on the décolletage and the shoulders when I'm wearing like a strapless shirt, so that's the plan. But yeah, it's just a bit too dark and a bit too gold for me, but I still love it and I'm still going to keep it because, yeah, but I regret buying that just because it's not the right shade for me. But these are the two, and I love Moonstone to death, and YouTube made me buy it, so yeah. And then Champagne Pop, okay, I love the formula of it, I'm not gonna lie, but it's too dark, but YouTube made me buy it and it's not terrible. I will just say that, it's not terrible. So I've got two Anastasia Beverly Hills brow products here. Now one I love and I'm obsessed with. The other one I hate. And I know hate's a strong word, but I hate it. So let's start off with the bad news. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I've had this for not even a year. And after 6 months, about 6 months ago, it went like this. It's a bit blurry, but it's all cracky and There's no pigmentation to it, and I've tried. I've added Fix Plus to it, I've added eye drops, I've added everything to this, but it's still terrible. And I'm not sure if I got like a dud or what, but I hate it. And it's one of the most disappointing products that I've ever bought, because it was like $48, $50. So yeah, it was expensive. But I have the Chi Chi Brow Pomade, which is the exact same, but I've had that for just under a year and it's amazing still. So yeah, who knows. But yeah, on to the good. It's the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Now, I love this. I'm actually almost finished, like that's as far as it goes. And I love this product. If I'm going for just a simple brow, I will use this. It does have a spoolie on the end, but mine evidently fell off. So yeah, but I love that product. It's amazing. Color is perfect and gives me great looking brows every single time without any effort. Okay, now sticking with the eye theme, we're going with an eyeshadow palette. And this is the Urban Decay Naked palette. I saw so many YouTubers for the past couple years, or years ago, raving about this palette. And when I was in Europe on my Kentucky, I decided, because we didn't have Sephora here in Australia and I couldn't get it, you can't get you couldn't at the time get Urban Decay at Mecca. So I decided that I would buy this palette, and I actually ended up buying number 2 and number 3 at the same time, which aren't as good, but I love this. I love this palette. It's great. It may not look like I use it a lot, but I do. I just have so many different eyeshadows. It's crazy. But yeah, I love this. I love the packaging. It's so nice and sleek, and it's magnetic, and I love it. It's nice for traveling, and it comes with 10 or 12 eyeshadows. I do have a dupe for this, but it's as good but not as good, if that makes sense. It's good but it's not as good. So yeah, I love this palette, and everyone on YouTube was right. It's amazing, and don't regret getting it at all. And I'm really glad I got this palette when I did, because it's now like $78, $80 at Mecca, and I got it for like $56, I think. I don't know, it was something like that. It was cheaper. Now, next thing that YouTube made me buy are these Too Faced Shadow Insurances. Now, this is the Anti-Crease Shadow Primer. This is the Glitter Glue. So these are both great primers. I love them. This one is great for having more, having the eyeshadow have pigment and it not creasing throughout the day. And then this Shadow Insurance is Glitter Glue. So it helps the glitter bind to the eyes, and it makes it stand out 10 times as more as if you're going to use an eyeshadow, just a normal eyeshadow primer. This is one of the best eyeshadow primers that I own, just because, so this one is colourless, so you do need to have, if you've got a lot of veins on your eyes, you do need to have something with a bit of colour, but this one is great. It helps eyeshadows not crease, and it makes them last a lot longer. I love both of these two shadow insurances. I don't use them as much as I would love to, but yeah, I love them. I stick them at the back of my drawer, which probably I need to bring them forward so I can use them more, but yeah. And then I have another Too Faced product that YouTube made me buy was the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Now, I bought this 2 years ago maybe, and it still smells of chocolate. It's this is the light medium matte bronzer, so it's for light to light medium skin colours, but I think most people were talking about just the normal Chocolate Soleil bronzer, whereas this is the milk chocolate. But when I go into a store and it's like got a colour range, I always go for the colour that's going to suit me the best, not the colour that people tend to love. Unless it was the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors. Because I thought, oh, that'd be fine for my skin. Nope, not at all. Yeah, so I love this Too Faced Chocolate Bar Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And buying this made me buy the Chocolate Bar palette. And Too Faced is one of my absolute favourite brands of makeup. And they are also cruelty free and I love them. So yeah, I don't regret buying this at all. Keeping with bronzer, next one that YouTube made me buy was the NARS Laguna bronzer. Now this is and was and is a cult favourite on YouTube. And it's been a cult favourite for years and years now. Now, they've got different shades of this, but this was like before I even thought, I'll just find a colour that suits me. But this one actually suits me quite well because it is like the lightest one they have, and it's a shimmery bronzer, so it's not something that you can really contour with, but I do sort of contour with it sometimes, like for like a light contour. But I love this and it's a great bronzer, and I think it was Shaaanxo who actually was raving and raving about this, and she's already hit like pan on like 2 of them I think. But yeah, she loved this product, so it made me want to go and buy it, and so that's what I did, and I love it. It's amazing. Another NARS powder product is the NARS blush in Orgasm. Now this was not my first NARS blush, but everyone was like raving about Orgasm and how awesome the colour is, and so I just decided that I would go into my Mecca and have a look at it. And at the time I thought it was just way too shimmery, like chunks of glitter, and yeah, so I just decided that I would get 2 different shades that were more me, and they were matte and they were mauve tone. And then I decided next time that I would get Madly, because everyone kept raving about that on YouTube. And this one's Madly. It's a nice colour, but it's a bit too in the pan it's like a light colour, like a nudie colour with a bit of a pink undertone. But when you put it on the face, it goes with every single look and it's amazing, and I love this. So I don't regret getting Madly at all. But because everyone kept raving about Orgasm, I was like, why not? I'll just go get it. So I decided one day that I would go get it, and at the same time I also got a sample of the NARS blush in Deep Throat, and that's awesome. And I didn't have to pay for that one, so that was awesome. But yeah, I kind of regret getting Orgasm just because I use it, but I don't always love it. So yeah, I like Orgasm, but it's just too glittery for me and I just don't like it all the time. And another NARS product that YouTube made me buy was the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And yes, everyone knowing that I am super duper pale, I decided that I would get Vanilla as my under eye highlight. And it's still not really much of a highlight underneath my eyes anyway. It's what I'm wearing underneath my eyes today. And everyone's like, oh, it doesn't crease. It's awesome, it doesn't crease. I'm like, can you see this? It creases. But like, every concealer creases on me. This is actually the second one that I finished my first one recently. And I had that for maybe 2 years. So they do last quite a long time, and I used to wear it like all the time. Might have been 1.5 years I had it for. But yeah, they last quite a long time. They're amazing and they're so creamy and they blend out great. They just crease on me, but they don't crease on many people. It's just I have really bad creasing underneath my eyes. The last NARS product is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. Now I got matched to this foundation when went in and was like, I'd love a NARS foundation. And yeah, they matched me to Mont Blanc, and this is in light 2, and yeah, I love this. I had to buy the pump because NARS foundations don't come with pumps, or they didn't at the time. Not sure anymore because I haven't looked at a NARS foundation in quite a while. But yeah, I love this foundation. It doesn't flash back, it doesn't do anything, it looks flawless on the skin, it looks like skin, and yeah, it's amazing. I also got the Sheer Matte foundation, and it's not as good, but it's still good. Like, it doesn't look super matte either. Because I'm oily, I like to have a matte foundation. But yeah, but the Sheer Glow is what everyone and their mother talks about on YouTube. And it's the cult favourite of foundations. So yeah, I decided to get it and I love it. And then because I loved the Sheer Glow, I decided to get the Sheer Matte, but I didn't love that as much. So then I also decided to go get the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, but I don't like that at all. The Sheer Glow, I decided to get all the others. I can understand why Sheer Glow is the cult favourite, because it's the best. So moving on to MAC. Now, I have quite a lot of MAC products, and quite a lot of the MAC products that I do actually have, YouTube did actually make me buy them. But I have got the main few out. I'm not sure if any of the others I was really made to buy by YouTube, like foundations I bought myself 100% because I wanted a foundation at one point. Like, this was like the first ever foundation I got, was other than when I was younger, was the MAC Studio Fix, and because I loved that so much I decided to get the Pro Longwear, and I love that. And then because I loved the Pro Longwear, I decided to get the Pro Longwear Waterproof. But yeah, so the first MAC product that YouTube made me buy was the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Now, I saw everyone using soft ochre to prime their eyes, and I thought, that's amazing, that looks awesome, and so I decided to get it, and wasn't I right? It was the first eye primer that I got, so I've had it for quite a while. It lasts so long. It's actually starting to dry up, this one, which is good. It's lasted like 3 years, 4 years, I have no clue, but it's great. And then because I love this one, I decided to get Painterly for my freelance kit, because quite a lot of people seem to have got Painterly, and then I got the brown and the other one, the shimmery colour, because I loved soft ochre. So yeah. And then next product is a blush, and this is the MAC blush in Melba. Now, I was watching Jaclyn Hill's videos like a couple of years ago, and she was raving about Melba. It went with everything and it looked great on the skin. It's a matte blush and it was amazing. The pigmentation was great. So I decided that they were like all her words, I think. But so I decided that I would get this blush and see how it goes, and I loved it. Loved it. So I decided to get all these other blushes, and yeah, Melba goes with everything. It was like my go-to blush for years, and then I decided that I needed to change it up a little bit, so I did. Okay, and then so the next products are the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes in Lightscapade and Soft and Gentle. Now, everyone and their mum was talking about Soft and Gentle. And yes, I don't think I got this myself. I think my mum got this one for me. So this one is the new packaging, and Lightscapade is the old packaging. And they're amazing. Now, I got Lightscapade when the new packaging came out in America, but I still love the old packaging, and Lightscapade I find is a nice natural highlight and it looks flawless on the skin. It's amazing, and I love Lightscapade. And because I loved Lightscapade so much, I actually asked my mum to get me Soft and Gentle while she was over in America. So she did, and I love that even more. And then I decided to get Lightscapade Soft and Gentle for my freelance makeup kit, and everyone I apply Soft and Gentle on, love it. So yeah, YouTube made me ask my mum to get Soft and Gentle, and it made me buy Lightscapade. I don't know why I didn't get Soft and Gentle at the time. I think maybe because Lightscapade was, I thought, was more natural and more me at the time, but who knows. I do have Soft and Gentle on my as a highlighter today. I can't talk anymore. And the next one is a pigment, and now everyone and their mum again was talking about vanilla pigment on YouTube, and so I decided that I would get it. Now I've used this pigment so much over the years. Like, I've had this maybe for, I want to say 3 years, but I think it may be more, maybe less. But yeah, it used to be my go-to highlighter, and then I started to change it up. I haven't really used it in quite a while. Pigments are great because they last so long, and they're like $19, and so they're so cheap, and they're not too messy. But yeah, I still believe you can get so much product for just like a little tap. But I still believe that this pigment is the best sort of highlight. And you can use it as a cheekbone highlight, a brow highlight, an inner corner highlight. It's amazing. And I love this vanilla pigment. It's to die for, and I'm so glad YouTube made me buy it. To go with that, I got the MAC Fix Plus. I've used over half of this. It comes up to about here, if you can't see, yeah. And I love this product. I used to spray it to create more pigment for my eyeshadows or for the pigments. I used to just spray it on the brush and then dip the brush into the pigments and then apply them to the eye. But you don't really need to do that much anymore with the pigments, I realised. You might have to do it with some different eyeshadows, spray it on their brushes, but I love this. It's a multi-purpose spray. Like, you can spray it all over your face and it makes all the powders settle into your face. It doesn't make your makeup stay longer, but it makes all the powders on top of your face look seamless and look like skin. I use it nearly every single time I do my makeup. Even if I don't show you guys on camera, I probably still do it. And then I got two last MAC products, and they're both for lips. First one is a lip liner, and this is in Well. Now, I saw Amanda Empsing using this all the time, and I'm like, I need that, I need that. And she also used it with Velvet Teddy, which is this lipstick here. And I'm like, I need both of those. But every single time I went into a MAC store, they didn't have it because it was like the cult favorite. And it also was like the Kylie Jenner lip craze at the time. That was this color. And so I decided I would get both of these products when they came back in stock. And it's sort of what started my MAC lipstick collection or addiction. But yeah, I love them both. That was like all I used to wear at one point. And I still love that colour also. Like, it's my go-to colour is like a mauve nude or like a mauve brown. So yeah, that's my go-to at the moment. And so that I do not regret getting those at all. MAC lip liners are like the only lip liners that I do actually have. So that's why I love them so much, and yeah, I think you guys should get them. We're almost finished, guys. I'm really sorry this is so long. We've got lip products. Now I'm going to start off with this. Now these are the Dose of Colours liquid lipsticks. Now I've got 6 of them. I think at the time when I got them there were 8. But you actually can't get Dose of Colours here in Australia. You have to buy them online, or you have to go to the, I think it's, you have to go to IMATS and get them at IMATS, which is what I did last year. And as you can probably tell, I've used quite a bit of these lip glosses or liquid lipsticks. This one's like a nice reddy colour, I think. And this is Stone, so this is like a go-to cult favourite nude. But yeah, I love both of these liquid lipsticks. They're amazing. They glide on so smooth. They dry matte, and they're amazing. yeah, and so I got the Dose of Colours liquid lipsticks before, I think before Kat Von D came out with her glosses or her liquid lipsticks, or it was as Lolita was becoming the popular colour, I think. And then onto another liquid lipstick, and these were cult favourites. Like, they're still cult favourites. They're like the best liquid lipsticks ever, and Lolita was like the main thing. And I've got Lolita 2 here and Santa Sangria, but these are just like awesome colours. I love almost all of them that I have. I've got like 10. I'll link the swatch video I did with these down below. I love these liquid lipsticks. They're amazing. They're like the best liquid lipsticks ever, and they dry matte, they glide on easily, they don't, I think all except for Vampira, they don't go patchy and they're so easy to apply. I still love them. I got one when I was in Sydney at the same time I got the Dose of Colours, and that was Mother, and I fell in love with it. I wore it everywhere, and so I decided to go online and buy as many as I could. And so that's what I did, and yeah, I love them, and I still want to go get the rest of them. I'm like obsessed with them right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel so don't miss on any more of my videos. And I apologise for it being super long. I didn't expect that all of these products were going to take me 14 minutes to tell you about. I didn't know that this list, plus a few more, would take me forever. I should have probably realised it's almost a whole page worth of YouTube made me buy. But it's not even half of my collection. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, it means so much to me when you do. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.